here for the selfish pain. It was worth it every time. Hold still right before we crash, 'cause we both know how this ends. A clock ticks till it breaks your glass, and I drown in you again. 'Cause you are the piece of me I wish I didn't need, chasing relentlessly.
Hi guys, so I'm going to first start off by priming my eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes with Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. I'm going to use an E55 eye shading brush from Sigma, which is just a flat type of brush, and pack that onto the lid. So after priming my eyes, I'm going to let that sit on my eyes a little bit and do my eyebrows. And I'm going to use the Brow Wiz and Soft Brown. And it has a little spoolie on one side, which is amazing. And then just a little wax pencil on this side. And this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to put this on my brow in feathering motions and focus it more on this part of my eye, because when doing eyebrows, this part should be darker and this part should be lighter always. It always should go from gradually lighter to darker. And as you can tell, it makes a huge difference. So that's the done eyebrow. And then that is the non-filled in eyebrow. So now my eyebrows are done. I'm now going to start with my eye makeup. So I'm going to first start off with a transition shade, and this is called Cream Brulee from Makeup Geek. And I'm going to just put this into my crease and a little bit all over my lid, being kind of messy, just for this to be a transition shade for all the other shadows that are going to come after this. I'm going to take the shade just into my crease. I forgot to tell you, so when doing a smoky eye, either black, brown, whatever, you want to gradually, just like kind of like your eyebrows, like I was telling you before, start from light to dark. So I'm gradually, basically in this video, showing you 3 different tones of brown going from light to dark, and then smudging black on the lower lash line just to give the effect of a nice put together smoky eye. If you just put a dark color all over your eye, you're gonna make it's gonna look like you have a black eye, or it's not gonna look put together and it's gonna look very, very messy. A smoky eye is pretty messy, but it's still helpful to just do it gradually and be careful with all the shades and make sure it looks blended, but that there's different dimensions of shades on your eye. Okay, so before we put on all the other shades, I just put on some tape, and you can use a card, you can use anything. I think for smoky eye you really should have something guarding right here because it is messy, and I don't have my foundation on right now because I think it's very messy, and you can just clean everything up and there will be you can clean up the fallout before you put on your foundation. So before doing all this, I would do a guard and no foundation. Next brown shade that I'm using today is called Cocoa Bear, and I said how much I love this in my April favorites. Go check that video out. This is just a beautiful warm toned brown, and this is going to go all over our crease today. So I'm going to be using a Sigma E25, and this brush is less fluffy than the other brush, and it's just a little bit more precise for getting that inner crease area. And remember, when you're doing your makeup, less is more, so just do it very gradually. And I'm just going to pop this into the crease. Okay, so after we have that shade into the crease, I'm going to take the dark brown shade for my lid, because we did a light brown, a medium tone brown, and then now we're going to do the dark brown, and this is called Mocha, and it's just a nice dark brown. I'm going to pack that shade on today with the MAC 233, and this is just a flat brush for the lid. I'm just going to get now a clean fluffy brush. This is an E38 from Sigma, and I'm just going to blend all the shadows together. I'm going to take that soft brown shade we used before and just clean it up here. Now I'm just going to take an angled liner brush, and I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's Corrupt, and it's just the blackest shade I've ever used ever. And I'm just going to focus this on my lash line and smoke it out. I'm now going to pop the shade Shimma Shimma, which is a beautiful champagne shade, into the inner tear duct of my eye. This is a pencil E30 from Sigma. Since it's a smoky eye, I am going to smudge out the lower lash line. You can use a darker shade. I'm just going to use the Cocoa Bear shade because I really believe it makes my eyes pop so beautifully, and that's just the medium warm tone shade we used for the crease. The same pencil brush, which is an E30. I'm just going to focus this on the lower lash line, smoking it out. Before I put my lashes on, I'm just going to pump up my lashes with Makeup Forever mascara. And I'm just going to coat my lashes, because we will be using false lashes today, but it's important to put mascara on before your false lashes. So this is the look without the lashes. Now I'm going to pop on some lashes. I'm going to be using the 33 Ardell lashes, and they're very pretty and wispy, and I'm going to go put them off camera, and I'll be right back. So here's the look with the lashes. It's a huge improvement. Lashes make a huge difference. I'm just going to take the tape off. Next, I'm going to use the Maybelline Pro Matte from L'Oreal. This foundation's incredible, like incredible, and it's from the drugstore. I'm just going to put this amazing foundation all over my skin. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics brush number 101. This is an airbrush blurring foundation brush. Can you see my skin? It's like flawless. This foundation is from the drugstore. It's literally amazing. So now I'm just going to use Hard Candy Camouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. I'm going to put this underneath my eyes, on any blemishes, down my nose, above my lip, and my forehead. But I am breaking out because I self-tanned my face, which was stupid. I shouldn't have done that, but I really want to be tan right now. I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender and take the back of it and use that in patting motions for the concealer that I just applied. As you can see, it's just a lot more brightening, and the brightening from that concealer just pops out on my face, so there's just like a lot of dimension now in my face after I applied that concealer. I'm gonna set all that concealer and any of my oily spots with the E35 tapered highlighting brush, and this is just so precise for under the eye. I'm gonna take some banana powder to tap all of this on. Okay, so moving on to contour, highlight, and blush. I use this in every video now, but this is the contour palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to take the darkest color right here. I'm just going to get this big fan brush, and I've been doing this lately because it just gives me a sharper line. I'm just going to use it from here to here. Today I'm going to use the Chanel Stardust blush, and it's a pretty light pink shade, and it smells like paradise. I'm going to dust this onto my cheeks with a blush brush. For highlight today, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek Afterglow, and this is a pressed pigment, but it's also can be a beautiful glowy highlight. I'm going to apply it to my nose as well. For lips, I'm going to apply Saint Germain from MAC, and it's just a beautiful light pink. Final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
For the selfish pain, it was worth it every time. Hold still right before we crash.